I got my real estate license in '07. My mom didn't want me to do real estate. Parents not wanting a kid, do you really want to do this? Do you want to? And she was really kind of dead set against me doing real estate. No, she just kind of said, it's hard.
Up, down,
Up,
commission.
down.
Yeah.
But shoot, when I was in middle school, they didn't have computers really. So they had typewriters. So they typed all the contracts out. My dad would write it out on a legal pad. And I was in like 6th, 7th grade. And I was down there on a weekend with a typewriter. And he'd hand me
The paper.
a handwritten contract.
So like not the contracts that you fill in the blanks, but like each contract was its own.
He wrote it out from scratch because he was an attorney. So I had a 4 to 5 page legal pad with his fancy cursive that I couldn't freaking read. And he's like, type this. And so I would type the whole contract out on the typewriter and then hand it to him. And he'd be like, no, this is wrong. I'm like,
Oh geez, so then you'd have to type that whole page.
Thing.
Oh yeah.
And then about 7th grade, word processors showed up, with a floppy disk. I was like, oh, this is fantastic. This saves me so much time. I can delete. So that was my middle school stuff, first introduction into it. My dad would hand me keys. Go meet Bernie over at 5th Street. And Bernie Seabaum was one of the agents in town. I was like, what? He's like, well, go let him in. I was like, okay. He said, but don't answer any questions. I was like, what? He goes, if he asks you anything, don't answer any questions. Don't get tricked into this. You can't answer. I'm like, okay. And so I would just show up and let people leave. So, but then my mom got sick. She fell and hit her head and had a brain hemorrhage. And so, well, before that, she had breast cancer. And so Dad needed to be able to take her for chemo and stuff. And so I quit my job in Casper. At that point, I was a manager for Verizon Wireless and worked the office 5 days a week.
But you still held your license? Or
I kept my
had you?
license the whole time.
Yeah, okay.
And then when Mom was sick, I was taking care of the office and showing, so he could take her back and forth to all of her appointments. That was when I really sold my first house.